Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Hello. Okay. I'll say hello. My name is David Hinkson. I'm calling you from a federal prison. I wanted to let you know about a couple things of interest that you might find interesting. I basically got a medical degree. I'm a doctor of naturopathy, and I worked with Dr. Anton Botha. He's the family doctor for the Botha Diamond Mine in South Africa. And we did clinical studies in Haiti and Swaziland, the Dominican Republic, Russia, and various other places. And in 2002, I was a guest speaker. It's my last speech, actually, at the Infectious Disease Symposium in Kharkov, Ukraine. In attendance was 150 Russian-speaking doctors. My interpreter was Roman Ponomarenko. And I spoke for 8 hours on infectious diseases. I have found a new low-cost treatment that will remove AIDS and any virus in 2 hours. It also removes and kills the malaria parasite. It also takes out and kills the brain-eating amoeba, and there is no treatment for that. It will remove river blindness. And this secret deal is copper. Copper normally is a toxic metal, but when copper is made into a non-toxic drink and enough of it is consumed, it can cross the blood-brain barrier, the spinal barrier. It's in the lymph system, and copper is known to 100% kill all viruses, and it kills all parasites, which is very, very interesting. I also discovered, and I haven't finished the clinicals on this yet, but some diseases that are caused by the liver not digesting protein can be affected by copper. Can fix the liver's ability to digest proteins, and maybe could be a treatment for MS and MD.
This call is from a federal prison.
In the studies, as I traveled in these countries, we confirmed that copper made sickle cell go away in Africans. So copper could be the greatest thing since penicillin, and it does more than penicillin ever dreamed of doing. I would be interested in offering to any country, including yours, the formula on how to make copper non-toxic so it can be used as a treatment for and an abatement for all these different diseases. You have anything to say, Rudy, on this?
Yeah, can you give the guy's name again? Because I'm going to try to get this message to him. Can you mention his name again?
Oh. When I was working with Anton Botha, we worked with King MsWatii of Swaziland, and we also met with his second-in-command there. I don't know if you'd remember me after all these years, but what I'd like to do is actually give you the formula where you can make this product yourself, because some of these diseases, there are no cure. There is no cure, for instance, for the brain-eating amoeba. Copper 100% saves. It removes the brain-eating amoeba and malaria. So, also, as a scientist in '93, I invented an energy device that I named the Galt motor. It makes free electricity using magnets. I would also be willing to offer that to any of you people that are listening to this message. What I'm offering to do is help you. I want my inventions to be used and given to the world. I talked to Rudy here earlier about maybe getting some of this copper to some of the ministry as they go out into these different countries. So,
hey, David, I would like to add, I would like to add to this that you were a very successful businessman with a company named Water Oz, where you were doing very similar things before you were thrown in prison. Also, I deal with political prisoners all the time. It's pretty much my life. I have a website where I advocate for innocent men and women in jail. It's a Year of Jubilee. Jubilee is spelled with one E. And how I refer to you, David, is my most provably innocent political prisoner. The reason I do that is because you've been in prison for 15 years on the testimony of one man, and all you have to do to impeach the credibility of Elvin Joe Swisher is simply look at his record. And if Elvin Joe Swisher is a liar, and he is probably the most notable, famous liar within this country, then you should not be sitting in prison. So you're sitting in prison for
well,
yep, go ahead.
I was going to say, if people that are listening to this message, that my passport was I was in Soviet Russia and for the Ukraine when I supposedly did all the crimes. Therefore, Russia, they issued me an annual visa. They are my alibi. And I was meeting with over 150 Russian-speaking doctors from the Baltic states when I spoke about infectious diseases. My interpreter's name was Roman Ponomarenko, who later became a senator in the Ukraine. He has now since died of the common cold that I could have cured in 15 minutes. Also, a note of interest here, I had a blind date with my Ukrainian wife. Her name was Tatiana Mazhevaya. She didn't want to meet with me for the blind date because she had the flu. Roman arranged for her to come, and she came sick to meet with me. I removed the common cold from her in 2 hours. She now lives in Germany. She decided she was going to marry me when I cured her in 2 hours. So what I'm not asking for anything, but what I would like is to give all this to somebody who would actually go help the people. There are more orphans right now in Swaziland than any other place per population. The people are dying, and there's orphans everywhere. We need to stop AIDS. We need to stop malaria. Okay? That's my main focus. And in lieu of all that, I would openly and willingly give what we have to any country, but I would appreciate some political help also, because I would like some asylum. I would like to maybe come and have a new country, because I just don't want to be here anymore.
Well, if I could add to that, David, I believe they have thrown you and targeted you because of the inventions that you have done and the success that you were having with Water Oz and with Copper Water and with your inventions regarding free energy motors. I don't know if I used the right word there, but it's certainly life-changing, world-changing inventions regarding motors. And because they targeted you, I believe the United States is a very unsafe place for you. There's been a recent court decision called the DiMaia Supreme Court decision, and it very likely will set you free. But you're going to need a country.
Anyway,
you're going to be set free anyway within a very short period of time. But you're going to need a country to go to besides the United States, because I believe you are what is called a targeted individual. And so I hope this king that you had a friendship with before you were put in prison remembers you, and I hope that he will listen to your words today.
Right. Also, I worked with the Doctors Without Borders, and the doctors I worked with were mostly all Doctors Without Borders, and that's how I got involved in traveling all over to all these different countries. Anybody that hears this message, if you will go look at the YouTube and type in Galt Generator, GALT generator, fourth tick down, you can see my motor generator actually working. This will be able to not only save the world from global warming, but it'll drop your power bill at least by 80%. So we have a lot to offer, and we're ready to move forward. We want to help people. We want to help the world. We're only asking that people listen to what we have to say, if that makes any sense.
No, amen. We're gonna do our best to get this message to your friend and anyone else that's listening. But I do believe you have a lot to offer the world, David, and we're looking forward to you getting released from prison. And we're going to try to find you a country that's willing to take you in, because I don't believe the United States will leave you alone. I believe they know your capacity to develop inventions, your capacity to change the world. And I believe you're a targeted individual in the United States. But if we can find another country that's willing to take you in, then I believe it'll be a blessing for them. It'll be a blessing for humanity. And we certainly want to do everything we can to help you get out of prison. It's absolutely breaks my heart that you've been in there 15 years.
No, nobody ever said I was delusional in the past. But now the BOP says I'm delusional. So I would offer any country that hears my voice, if you would like some of my delusions, I'm willing to bring them to you. Okay?
Amen. Amen. Thank you, David.
We really don't want to convince the U.S. that I'm not delusional at this point. We want somebody to just say, okay, your delusional person is very welcome here.
Amen.
Reach out. We'll respond to help back. Okay.
Very good. All right, David. I'll end it there, and I'll get it out to as many people as I can.